Fantastic. So we're going to start lying down. So if you'd like to lie down and get comfortable, and once you're comfortable, take your focus onto your breathing. So we'll take those nice full deep breaths in and out. So with each deep breath in, I'll actually drop down towards your stomach. Allow the stomach to rise. And then as you breathe out, just allow the stomach to drop back down again. Now we're going to take one more deep breath in. As you breathe out, just take the arms overhead, but we'll interlace the fingers and we'll reach out to the whole length of the body. So point the toes, reach those hands as far away from the head as we can, making ourselves as long as possible. And again, we'll just focus on those nice deep breaths in and out. Take one more deep breath in. As you breathe out, we're just going to release that stretch. I like to release the arms, and we can bring them down to around shoulder height. And from here, we're going to bend the legs to bring the feet to the floor. Keeping the shoulders down, we'll just gently lower the knees to the right, take them as low to the floor as you can. And we'll gently ease back to the center and out to the left. So just gently take those knees from side to side, keeping the shoulders down as we do. If it's feeling okay, we'll add that little extra. The next time we drop the knees to the right, we can try and take the left knee up towards the right elbow, still keeping the shoulders down. And we'll do the same as you drop the knees to the left. But if it feels too much, don't worry, just stick with dropping those knees gently from side to side. Here with one more option if we feel we can try and extend the leg, taking the toes out towards the fingertips. But again, if that feels too much, don't worry, just stick the knee towards the elbow, gently dropping those knees from side to side. Whichever option feels right for you. And last times at each side. And gently ease back to the center. From here, I like to lift the legs. We're just going to hug the knees in towards us. And we'll bring a little bit of movement into the ankles. Point and flex the feet, drawing the toes towards shins and pushing away again. And just have a few circles into the ankles too. So we just do a point and flex the feet if we can. We'll gently circle them one way. Then we'll change direction. We'll circle back the other way. Ease the feet back to the center and just allow them to relax. Now make sure the knees a little bit closer in towards you if you can. We'll take the feet towards the ceiling if possible. We'll take hold of the inside or the outside of the feet. If we can't reach the feet, we can take hold of the ankles or the shins. We're just trying to get the thighs as close to as parallel to the floor as we can. And as close to a 90-degree bend at the knee as you feel as possible. And then we'll just hold it here. So as we hold, we focus on the nice deep breaths in and out. If we need to release at any point, we can just release and open knees back in towards us. And take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, we'll gently release and we'll hug the knees back in towards us. And from here, we can take the hands to the back of the thighs, and if you feel comfortable too, we'll just gently rock and roll on the spot. Slowly bring ourselves towards a seated position. If it doesn't feel comfortable rocking and rolling, please just gently bring yourself to that seated position, but we are having to build that bit of momentum up. And once we've got enough momentum, we can release the thighs, either rock and roll to our seated position, or if we can, to a squat. it doesn't matter which one. Because from either position, like from around onto all fours, we'll take the hands down and we're going to step the feet back. So hands are on the shoulders, knees are under the hips. I'm just going to bring that bit of movement through the back of the body. So as you breathe out, I touch the spine up towards the ceiling. And as you breathe in, we'll arch the spine the other way, pushing the chest down towards the floor. And just go time with our own breath. So if it feels more comfortable, take your breath the other way, that's absolutely fine. We just want to try and focus on as much movement through the back of the body as we can. One more time each way. And we'll hold to the center. Then we're just bringing a bit of movement through the wrists. So we're going to turn the hands if we can, so the fingertips point towards the knees. Now if we can't turn them as far enough so the fingertips point towards the knees, we'll point them out to the sides. And I'll show you that option in a minute, but if we can't get the fingertips pointing towards the knees, we can add a little bit of movement in, so we shift the hips all the way back towards the heels. So we get a bit of a stretch into the forearms, and then we'll shift our weight the other way. And we'll just slowly shift our weight backwards and forwards, holding for a few seconds in each position. So like I said, if we can't get the fingertips towards the knees and they're out to the side, we can do a similar thing. We shift the weight from side to side. So we shift the shoulder out over towards the right fingertips. And we can ease back to the centre. Do the same, shifting out to the left. And slowly just shift that weight from side to side. Or backwards and forwards depending on which position we can get the fingertips. Last time each way. And we'll ease back to the centre. We can release the arms so the fingers point laterally forwards again. And then we're going to come into child's pose, so just push the hips back towards the heels. We can release the arms out forever, so we'll sink as low into the floor as we feel we can. And a deep breath in. As you breathe out, we gently ease back up onto all fours. Not all fours, sorry, we'll ease up onto the forearms. We're going to keep the forearms down. We're going to tuck the toes down. We're going to come into dolphin pose. So we're going to lift the knees, pushing the hip up and back. And we're trying to push the chest towards the thighs to get a nice flat back. And we're just going to hold here in dolphin for a little while. As we do, just focus on those nice deep breath. And if we need to lower at any point, we can lower back down to the floor. Deep breath in. As you breathe out, gently lower back down to the floor. And we'll sink back into child's pose. We push the hips down towards the heels, release the arms out in front of us. We'll take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, release back up onto all fours. And we're going to tuck the toes under, we're going to lift the knees, we're going to push the hips back and up into our down dog. So again, here the heels can be lifted, we need a little bit of a bend in the knees, but taking the hips up high. Try to push the chest towards the thighs. So you get a nice flat back. And add a little march into the feet so you can roll into one set. So you're just going to push the other heel down toward the floor, keeping the hips nice and high as we do. Ease back to the centre. From here, I like to bend the legs. We're going to step the feet forwards and together. So we come into a forward fold. In our forward fold, we're just going to let go through the arms and shoulders, allow them to hang heavy. We want to keep a slight bend in the knees, so it's going to look after the hips.
Take me far and take me wide. Watch me burn up from inside. Like a phoenix, I won't die. I'll always be by your side.
Then keeping those arms heavy, we're going to slowly start to roll up to standing. Try and roll through every part of the spine. Once you get to standing, we'll circle the arms overhead. Bring the palms of the hands together. Then we're going to go into a back bend. So we're going to arch backwards. As we do, we really want to squeeze the back of the body. So we really want to focus on the squeeze to the back of the legs into the arms, really look after the lower back. Take a deep breath in as you breathe out. Gently release the back bend, release the arms, and allow them to come down to our sides. From here we're going to step onto the back and we're going to come into a nice wide stance. Then we're going to turn the right toes to face towards the wall, or whichever direction, the length of your mat, point towards the narrow end of the mat. Your left foot can be pointed either parallel with the edge of the mat, or it can come in at a slight angle. We want to keep the hips pointing towards the length of the mat. So we squeeze the legs, keeping those hips pointing forwards. We're going to lift the arms up to shoulder height. We'll take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, like to reach as far out over the right foot as you feel you can. And we're going to bring that right hand down to the inside of the leg, taking the left hand up towards the ceiling. So here, we want to keep the shoulders square upon one another. So if you find that the left shoulder is rounding forwards, so lift your right hand a little bit higher so you can draw the left shoulder back, so you can maintain this stretch to the side of the body. I'll just hold here. So as we hold, just focus on those nice deep breaths.
You gave me everything I've got, so would you keep me in your good books for a while, until I'm standing on my own 2 feet and ready for my life to make a turning. Don't lock me out. Give me just a little time. I know I've let you down.
Deep breath in. As you breathe out, we gently ease back up. We can relax the arms for a minute. We're going to keep the feet how they are, while I take a deep bend into that right leg. And we're going to come into our sun warrior. So we keep that squeeze through the legs. Right hand comes up towards the ceiling. We're going to reach down the left leg as far as we can. And we get a little bit of a C shape through the spine as we do. And we keep that squeeze through the legs. Keep breathing, nice breath in and out. Take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, we're going to ease back to the center. We can straighten the right leg and we'll turn those toes the same way as the left foot. We're going to keep a slight bend in the knees. We're going to come into a wide-legged forward fold, just like drop the chin to the chest. Relax the arms and shoulders. Like I said, slight bend in the knees. Then we just roll as far down towards the floor as we can. And don't worry if the hands don't reach the floor. And we'll slowly start to roll back up to standing. We'll do the same thing, go the other way, so this time, left toes, so the foot runs parallel with the length of the mat. Right foot either square with a narrow edge or toes come in at a slight angle, whichever feels more comfortable. But again, we squeeze the legs, keeping those hips pointing towards the length of the mat. We'll take our nice deep breath in. As we do, we're going to lift the arms. Then as we breathe out, we're going to reach as far out over the left foot as we feel we can. And we're going to bring the hand down to the inside of the left leg, right hand up towards the ceiling. Again, we want to keep those shoulders nice and square. So if that right hand is rounding forwards, just lift up a little higher so we can draw that right shoulder back. Hold and squeeze. Remember to keep breathing. A nice deep breath in. As you breathe out, we gently ease back up. We can relax the arms for a moment. We're going to come into our sun warrior on this side, so we're going to bend the left leg this time, so we come into that lunge position, squeeze those legs. Left hand goes up towards the ceiling, we're going to reach down the right leg. Again, going for a little bit of a C shape through the spine as we do. We'll hold here. Take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, gently ease back to the center. We can relax down, we can straighten the leg. And then we'll turn the toes to face the same way as the other foot. Wide-legged forward fold. Slight bend in both knees, drop the chin to the chest, relax your arms and shoulders. And we'll just roll as far towards the floor as we feel we can. Take a nice deep breath in. As you breathe out, slowly roll back up to standing. And then we're going to step the feet back together down one end of the mat. Whichever end you want to be the front. Then we're just going to come back into our forward fold. So slight bend in the knees, drop the chin to the chest. And then keep those arms heavy. We're going to roll as far down towards the floor as we feel we can. Again, don't worry if the hands don't reach the floor. We just want to keep that slight bend in the knees, keep the arms relaxed. We'll slowly roll back up to standing. Here, I like to take the feet hip width apart. And take a nice long stride back with the right foot. And I want you to be able to take the foot flat to the floor. So you want to be able to bring the heel down. Now our right foot can either be square with the length of the mat, or it can be at a slight angle. We're going to keep a slight bend in the left knee, and we also want the hips pointing towards the narrow end of the mat. We'll take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, like to tip forwards from the hips, and we're going to bring the hands down onto the left shin. Now, so we want to keep the right heel pressed into the floor, so if this is enough, we'll hold it here. If we want a little bit more, then we can reach the hands down towards the ankle, or possibly even taking the hands down to the floor, depending where we feel we can reach. Take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, we'll gently ease back up. And we'll step that right foot forwards. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So we'll take that nice long stride back with the left. Again, we'll be able to take the heel to the floor. And then this time the left foot can either be square with the edge of the mat, or at a slight angle, whichever foot more comfortable. Slight bend in the right leg, but hips pointing towards the narrow edge of the mat. Then we're going to take our deep breath in. As you breathe out, just going to tip forwards. Hands come onto the right shin this time, keeping the heel down. And again, if that's enough, we'll hold there. If not, a little bit more, we can reach towards the ankle. Possibly even take the hands to the floor, or whichever option we pick. Left heel stays pressed into the floor, slight bend in that right leg. Take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, gently ease back up. And we'll step the left foot forwards. And we'll bring the feet back together. Here we're going to bring the hands behind us, like to interlace the fingers. We can pull the hands down, straighten the arms out. If that's enough, I'll hold it here. On a little bit more though, we can pull the hands away from the back of the body. Take a deep breath in. As we breathe out, release the hands in towards us. And then we can release the arms. And then we're going to come back into a forward fold. So let's drop the chin to the chest. Relax your arms and shoulders, slight bend in the knees, and we'll roll as far down towards the floor as we can. So again, don't worry if the hands don't reach the floor. Then we are going to bend the legs so we can take the hands to the floor. Let's step the feet back. And we'll push the hips up so we come into our down dog. So heels can be lifted, slight bend in the knees, pushing the hips nice and high. We're going to lift onto the toes, we're going to roll our weight forwards, coming through into a plank position as we do. And then either on the knees or toes, keep the elbows close to the ribs. We're going to lower all the way down to the floor. Now from here we're going to bend the left leg, bring the heel up behind us. If we can, we're going to reach back to take hold of the ankle, we're going to draw the heel in. If we can't reach it on our front, we're going to roll onto the right hip and shoulder. We'll bend the left leg here and try and take hold of the ankle on our side. It's a little bit easier to grab it here. If we still can't grab it, we can use the strap. Put it around the leg, take hold of the strap and just pull the heel a little closer in towards the leg. Then we'll hold here. Take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, we gently release the ankle. Allow the foot to come down to the floor. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So we'll bend the right leg this time, bring the ankle up. We'll reach back to take hold of it. Drawing the heel in. And hold it there. Again, if you can't reach it on front, you can roll onto the left side of the body this time. Bend the leg, take hold of the ankle. Right in here. We'll take a nice deep breath in. As you breathe out, we can gently release the ankle. Allow the foot to come down to the floor. We'll bring the hands back next to the ribs. And then we're either going to come into a small back bend. So we're going to draw the shoulder blades back together, squeezing through the bottom of the back of the legs, lifting the chest slightly off the floor, but not pushing into the hands. If that's enough, we'll hold it there. If we do want a bit more though, we can push into the hands, lifting the chest higher off the floor. We still keep that nice squeeze through the back of the body, so we still draw the shoulder blades back in together. Squeeze through the bottom, the back of the legs. And we'll tuck the toes under. You're going to push your hips back and up into a down dog. And then from here, we're going to bend the legs, we're going to lower the knees to the floor. And then we're going to sink into child's pose. So we push those hips back towards the heels, release the arms out in front of us. Take a nice deep breath in. And as we breathe out, we'll gently ease back up onto all fours. And then however it feels comfortable to you, I like to make your way through to a seated position. Well, we'll take the legs out in front of us. So here we're going to keep the left leg out straight. I like to bend the right one, so we bring the foot flat to the floor, either inside the leg, or if we feel we can, we're going to step it over the leg. And we use the left arm to hug the right knee towards us as we twist, to look as far over the right shoulder as we can, sit up nice and tall as we do. We'll take a deep breath in. As we breathe out, we gently start to arm switch so we can release the leg. And we're going to do the same thing going the other way. So we'll straighten the right leg, we'll bend the left one, put it to the floor either inside the leg, or if we can, we'll step it over the leg. We'll use the right arm to hug the left knee in towards us as we twist, look as far over the left shoulder as we can, sit up nice and tall as we do. Take a nice deep breath in. As you breathe out, we'll slowly upwards. And then we can release the leg. And from here, we've just got our relaxation. So you can lie down or find a position that feels comfortable to you. Then once you're comfortable, shall I take your focus onto your breathing? We'll start with nice full deep breaths in and out. So each deep breath in, we'll draw it down towards the stomach, allow the stomach to rise. And then as you breathe out, just allow the stomach to drop back down again. If you want to, just take your focus down towards your lower body. And then curl the toes down. And just start to squeeze through muscles in the lower body. So through your calves, your thighs, the glutes. And we'll just squeeze and build the tension to all those muscles. Just hold it there for a moment. And then your next deep breath out, just let go of all that tension. Feel the legs sink a little bit heavier into the floor and the feet might just drop out to the sides. You can do the same thing with the upper body as well if you want to. You can pinch the hands as fists. Just start to squeeze through the muscles in the arms, the shoulders. All the way through into the back of the neck. And again, we'll just squeeze and build that tension, hold it there. And when that next breath out, just let go of that tension so the shoulders drop from the ears, the arms sink a little bit heavier into the floor. We'll just slowly bring some awareness back towards the body. And maybe just wiggle your fingers. And wiggle your toes. Just kind of use small circles to your wrists and ankles. If you want to change position briefly, maybe hook your knees in towards you. Maybe roll over to your side. And just slowly and gently, like to bring yourself back to a seated position. And from here, we'll take a nice deep breath in as you do, allow those arms to drift overhead. As you breathe out at the top, just relax your shoulders and circle the arms back. And then we'll do that one more time. Nice deep breath. As you breathe out, relax the shoulders and circle the arms back. And that's it, guys.